Hi, welcome to your reading, and today's guidance is just intuitive for you. And I can see a window, and it's a square window, but it's divided into 4 sections, so it's got like a framework to it. And in each of the windows, when you look through each square, there's a different view. And 2 of the views that are on the top are both easy to recognise, but the 2 bottom windows are not so clear. It looks as if there's some sort of film or something on there, so you know, like the film that you put on your windows now to kind of keep privacy, that sort of thing. So the 2 bottom windows, they're letting the light in, but you're not able to see what's actually behind it. So you can see the light, but you just can't see, it's like shadows behind it and not actual, nothing's properly focused, if that makes sense. Like a lot of my readings, I feel like this is definitely a spiritual awakening. So there's somebody who's at the moment, the part of the stage of the awakening that they're in is the part where they are becoming enlightened, but they can't quite see through the veil yet. So they know there's something on the other side, but they can't actually see it. So what they need to be really practicing is getting their vibration a lot higher so they can see out of those top windows, and they can see the full picture, and sort of clear the blurriness that's happening at the moment. What I want to say about this is, if this is you and you're going through a spiritual awakening, you'll find that the veil will lift slowly but surely. The more that you work on yourself, the more that you work on becoming peaceful and calm and serene in your life, and that's a lot easier said than done, obviously, because you'll find that prior to your awakening, your life has most likely been absolute hell, and you've had a lot to deal with. So it's like you're always being led down the wrong pathway by people or experiences. So I feel like what I want to say is, just trust the journey, okay? Don't worry about what you can't actually see at the moment. Know that you are becoming enlightened, and the more that you kind of look at why things or people are triggering you, try and figure out why your reaction to those kind of things is still a bit of a problem for you. Because when you start working on that, working on your own self, you'll find that's how the veil is slowly lifted. You'll start to understand and see things from a totally different perspective. And I feel as though, although you've probably done this a couple of times prior to today, you probably not noticed that you've actually done it or how you've done it. So try and think back maybe to other things that have happened in your life that you've kind of put to bed and dealt with because you changed your view, or you changed how you reacted to it, or you just walked away from it, basically. So these are the kind of things that are going to help you to keep yourself more enlightened and living like a more peaceful existence as well. So making sure that you place boundaries too. And I feel like, although you can't see through those windows at the minute, you can just see the shadows. What you know about those shadows is that there are things lurking there that you really need to bring to the light. You need to make sure that you highlight these things and the people as well. You know, you might even end up triggering people yourself by doing this, because you're going to feel like you want to tell people or ask people questions, and just, you know, really get to the truth of the matter of a lot of things. And they're not going to like it if they're not awake, because they're still going to be living very much with their eyes closed, you know, wanting to hide things maybe, or keep things from you to benefit themselves. So this is really, you know, spiritual sort of game of Cluedo. I want to say that's how I kind of look at it, especially when I do a lot of the readings that I do as well for other people. It's noticing the signs, it's noticing how you feel as well. Certain things in your body can feel off when you're around certain people, that kind of thing. Or you might even get subtle signs in your body when, just before you speak to somebody, or maybe someone messages you and you start to feel something that's not actually your pain, it's like a little trigger. All these kind of things, this is where the veil's lifting, because you're feeling the connection to other people, you're understanding maybe where some of the problems are in their lives as well. So yeah, you'll probably be like scratching the surface of other people's wounds if you start speaking to them about their experiences. So, but as you move through this, you'll find you'll learn to kind of deal with those triggers that you're causing for other people, and you'll start to turn it around so that you're teaching them how to kind of look at themselves too, how to kind of ease into their awakenings. And some people, you know, they are going to come back to you and they're not going to be happy. And if they're not kind of triggered into an awakening, then I'd say just leave them be. Don't try and force them into becoming more awake or as awake as you are. Just accept that at the moment you're on different levels, but you will be moving forward from that, and they'll either have to like level up to meet you at the level that you're at, or they'll simply drop away. And that's not a bad thing, you know, because there are certain people who they don't need to be in your life forever. Then maybe they've taught you the lessons you needed to learn, or this like vice versa even. So yeah, be mindful of that as well. I'll leave that with you, and if anyone's interested in maybe a little bit of spiritual assistance, I can help with that. Just contact me via my Facebook page, and just direct message me and I'll get back to you. Take care.